Melissa here. We are doing part 2, day 2 of the Google Maps challenge. Yesterday Tyler got to pick the spot and today I picked the spot. I picked a little dam area, so we'll see how that works. It's on a little small lake just northwest of Mount Pleasant area. I don't know exactly what we're gonna throw right now. We're still tied up for the river, but we might try to get some bass. We got fish on, boys! Some pike. But we'll just throw a mix of stuff, see what we can get, and it should be a good day. It's pretty nice out. Outside temp is 67, which honestly, it doesn't get much better than that on a fall day. So let's catch some fish. Hey guys, we are out here on the lake right now. We just got here. It looks promising, honestly. We got, show you, we have some weeds that are a little dying off. But honestly, kind of excited because it's been a long time since I've actually fished on a lake. Should be a good day of fishing on the lake. Let's go. Okay, first cast. We are already off to a bad start because I forgot my
Wow, that was a lot of distance.
I already forgot my tackle box back at the apartment.
All right, boys. Tyler's got one fish on the day. Right here on a little blue and silver swim bait. That was a nice fish right there. I don't have my scale on me, but I would probably guess that was pushing 2. Definitely not putting up a ton of a fight because the water's getting colder at this point in the year. But yeah, that was fun. That was the first bass I've caught in quite a while. I'm gonna retrieve this one. The retrieves are taking a little bit long right now. I am slow retrieving this pretty good, so I'm really making sure I slow retrieve this. The water's definitely starting to cool down. We've been having some pretty cold nights up here, so you definitely gotta make sure you this time of the year start retrieving your baits slow. They'll still be aggressive for sure, but they're not gonna chase things very fast because their reaction time's a little bit slow due to the water temp. So like I said, we're doing a nice slow retrieve and just working the swim bait here. Melissa's tying up. I'm gonna shut the camera off for now. All right, so we've been kind of working that one spot right over in here where I caught that fish at. I'm gonna walk down here a little bit that I might eventually, oh jeez, ow, go down. About tore my ACL. So guys, real quick, I just wanted to make sure we put this in the video and kind of make this a little kind of tutorial. If you guys, I don't know if you can see down here in the water, you might not be able to, but there's definitely weeds up by this shore here in the summertime. You can see them still, and they're dying. I mean, they're brown. There's not much left of them actually, but they're definitely dying. So when Melissa did that video for you guys a couple weeks back there, or maybe I think it might have been last week, about the fall bass patterns, that right there is what you're looking to avoid when you're going after these fall bass. You want to see like I'm casting out there, and hopefully you guys can see this, but these are green. Okay, so there's obviously out where I'm casting, there's still some living weeds, and I just caught that fish out there where I'm casting right now, kind of out, probably, I don't know, I'm probably casting 30-40 yards from shore, something like that, and there's obviously still living weeds out there, and that fish is sitting in that. Now you're not going to find any fish up here right next to shore because all these weeds are dead, and just like she was telling you, they're not going to be sitting up in these shallower areas when this is going on. So pretty much so far what we've had today is basically a prime example of what we've been talking about, and you know, it goes to show that those fish are setting up on them, the green still living weeds that are left in the lake, and they will sit in there and they'll definitely feed, as I caught the one. All right guys, great example of sometimes what happens swim bait fishing. As you can see here, the swim bait's almost off the hook. That's because Tyler just missed one, but sometimes with these baits there's nothing you can do about it. Like that one, I don't, you know, maybe I screwed up, but more than likely there's nothing I can do about that fish right there. I think he hit the back end of that. They'll hit the kind of the paddle tail end there of that swim bait, and there's nothing you can do about it. We're gonna go back down here. I think I'm gonna check with Melissa, see how she's doing. There's a bridge that's kind of around, it's on the road, which I think it's okay to fish off of. I've seen people standing over there. That I think I eventually want to go try to throw it off in front of that, because there shouldn't be very many weeds. I don't know, we'll have to see obviously, but I think it'd be okay to fish off of it. I don't know, but I'm gonna go back and check in with Melissa, maybe give her the camera back, because I pretty much had it the whole time. And yeah, I don't know, we're gonna mess around here a little bit, so we'll probably catch you guys in just a minute. All right guys, we are going over to the bridge, which I think looks like probably the best spot at this whole thing, to be honest with you. There's like a little platform you can walk out on, and it just looks nice over there, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the water depth is, that might be the only thing. If it's only like 3 inches deep, that might be a different story, but it's kind of like out in the middle of the lake, and it looks nice. So we're gonna do a walk down the road here. It's not very far. We've already seen people walking out on it, so it's definitely got to be okay to go out on. Okay guys, I don't know how to explain what kind of just happened here, but we were going over to the bridge, what we thought was the bridge. There ain't no bridge, you can't really get out there. Maybe a little bit. Jesus, it's gonna be hard. But I looked on the other side here, and this is like where the dam kind of flows into, and this looks good. I'm trying this popper in here right now. I don't know if that's gonna work, because if it's really cold, it might not. The other problem is the water is very murky. It is very murky. But I mean, this, oh, I got one, boys. We got him. Hopefully we got that on camera. That's awesome. It's not very big, but we got ourselves a bass. Look at that. Is that it's a smallmouth. Look at this. How about this right here? So yep, definitely a smallmouth. 100% a smallmouth. Hopefully that's rolling. I think it is. Otherwise I'll be sad. Ooh, this might be a problem. Ouch, though. Don't hook me. Ow. I know you don't want me to get the hook out of you, but we don't have pliers. We didn't come prepared today, guys, and that was our fault. We should have had pliers. I think I'm okay, though, because I got it down to 1 hook already. That's awesome, guys. This is, it's really cool. I just looked over here. Whoops, that's not good for the popper. There he is. Gonna let him go. And we got ourselves a smallie.
The reason it's so hard, I either got a fish or, ooh, I got a fish. We got fish on, boys. Hear it pull and drag a little bit. Oh yeah. He's going through the weeds. Oh boy. And that, my friends, caught on a nice big white wormy. Nice lunker log, wacky rigged. Oh, Lord have mercy. Dave. I got that on camera.
Holy, what was that?
Did you miss it?
No, I got it on. It's huge, whatever it is.
If it's a pike, I'm not touching it. That's on camera.
Let me see you at least. Oh, it's going in the water. It's a pike. It's a nice pike.
No.
This is a mess. Babe, dude. Not good. Not good.
We don't even have pliers.
I wasn't looking. How is it running that much? It's gotta be like 30 feet deep down here. What in God's green earth is happening?
Unreal.
We're gonna have a the popper's in its mouth. I don't know if I still have it though.
I think he's gonna launch out of the. Oh, you have it. Oh, that's a keeper.
Oh yeah. Jeez, this
Okay,
thing's fighting
so-
hard. I've never had one. Look at it run. I mean,
Trying to think of what we
Here,
can
you hold
use.
this. Hold this. If it really starts trying to run, just open the bail and keep pressure on it with your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's got to be 24. Yeah, that's easily 24. You don't have...
Oh.
Please don't hurt me. I can feel it cool. Alright. Oh, it's loose.
It's loose. It's,
I know.
Guys, good thing I was in cross country.
So, if you guys don't understand what just happened, okay? So earlier in the trip, which you'll probably see, I caught that smallmouth on that, I have a Googan popper, and I was using it. I caught that smallmouth, and that's, you guys would have seen all of that. And so we decided, we were pretty much calling it a day, and we decided, you know what, let's just go back there and finish the day up, okay? So we're going, and we get back there. I made a couple casts with a little spinner because I saw some bluegill back there, but decided, you know, like, I wasn't catching anything. So I'm like, I'm gonna throw the popper like a couple more, like 2 more times, something like that, I'll be done. I don't even know if it was my first cast, my second cast, I don't know. I'm sitting there, I'm not even looking at my popper like floating in the water. It was just sitting there. And all of a sudden, I mean, it sounded like a tree fell in the water. And I was like, what in the world? And I see my popper's gone. I see some sort of fish that pretty much like flew out of the air and was back in the water. And I'm like, what in the world? So I set the hook and I'm like, geez, I got something on here. And I had no idea. I mean, I could tell it was big, you know, whatever it was. I'm sitting there fighting it. Well, all of a sudden, I see it's a pike. And like I could see it come out of the water. I'm like, oh dear God, we don't have any pliers. We left those back at the the apartment. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. I mean, the popper was inhaled in its mouth. And so we went back really quick, like we were scrambling because we didn't even have our tape measure on us. Went back, determined it was legal to keep, and we weren't even planning on keeping a fish, so we didn't bring anything. I decided we were going to keep it because we didn't have pliers and I was not about to put my hand down the thing's throat. So, like I said, determined it was good length, decided we were keeping it, so we threw it in a shopping bag in the back here, which is kind of questionable, but we don't have a choice. We threw it in a shopping bag, and now we're heading back to the apartment, and it has been crazy. We caught 4 fish, all nice sized fish. Other than the smallmouth I caught was a little small, but all the fish we caught were nice. Crazy day. The Google Maps Fishing Challenge has produced 4 species in 2 days now. I caught more species of fish in the last 2 days than I have in the last 2 months of fishing. So it's been crazy.
It was a wild day today. The Google Maps Challenge honestly was a success. It was a crazy success, but it was awesome, honestly. So catch us later and always enjoy the outdoors.